Junkies.
The gum, are you?
No.
That'll fucking wreck our whole production.
Should we start?
Let's kick it off.
Let's get going. Hello.
Yo.
All right, guys. We are going to go through some headlines and
tell you our names.
tell you our names.
This guy I just met him 5 minutes ago. What's your name?
My name is Arash, and you are...
Arash. Paul. I'm
Oh.
Paul. We'll go with Paul. Paul Roseberry. And
Paul.
this is Upload Junkies, episode Tres Amigos. We're about to rip it up with some hot headlines. And, yeah.
And some Miller.
Yeah, it's Miller time, baby.
Because he's white, and I don't want him to feel out of his element.
Yeah.
I don't want to get all Persian on him with the fancy shit.
Maybe we'll smoke some Winstons to throw down with these Millers. Miller Light. Yeah.
Some Winston's. Oh, please.
When you
More
wanna-
like Marlboro Reds.
That's if we're smoking, if we're drinking like Bud regular, Budweiser
Oh,
Red.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is this considered classy?
No.
No.
This is like if you drive a Dodge pickup truck, not a Chevy, not a Ford. This is the Dodge,
Dodge.
pickup truck of beer.
I like Miller Lite, the Dodge of beer.
Yeah, that's what we should call it. We should do some promos
Yeah.
to bring them both down. And they'll get excited. They won't even know it's an insult.
Yeah.
The Dodge people will be like, yeah, I do love Miller.
Bro, I got cut off by a Dodge today on the freeway.
Not surprised.
Plot twist. Black guy.
Whoa, in a Dodge Ram.
Yeah. I was like, okay, Black Lives Matter.
You know why black guys
I
don't
didn't
usually
say that.
drive Dodge Rams, though? You know why?
Why?
I think it's because black guys realize something that white guys don't about the Dodge Ram pickup truck. So
taste?
Ram, well, that too, but all Dodge pickup trucks are under the Ram, name. That's the Dodge pickup
Yeah.
truck. The more expensive ones, it says Ram in huge letters in a different
Oh.
color on the bed of the truck on the tailgate. I said, I don't want to spend 80 grand on a truck just to drive around town with Ram written on my ass.
Facts.
Who does that?
Or do you?
Or do you? But I think that's
Yeah.
why black guys don't drive. And black guys are
No.
like, damn,
But-
bro,
but-
I ain't trying to drive around. No.
Yeah, he was extra cool because this was a Dodge Hellcat Charger 4-door.
And-
I've never seen one of those. Like 2,000 horsepower, something stupid, you
Yeah.
know?
And when they made the Charger 4-door, that was lame.
No, lame. Sandy,
Cops drive them.
Sandy's bored out of her mind right now.
I am not bored. I'm
You're like,
listening.
move it on.
No.
Well, so we can get to our headlines, though,
Okay.
because we're going to
Let's get
hashtag
to-
this baby out.
Yeah, let's
You want to
move.
kick us off? You got something fresh on your mind?
I do. Let's see. Let's
Producer
go.
Sam-
This just in. Hot off the press. Yeah. High school student leaves math homework in the getaway car after robbing a house. He's 18 years old, okay? And the school confirmed that he was playing hooky.
Should
And that's
we,
how they caught him.
should we, since we have the power of edit, should we...
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. You gave away the punchline before you did the premise.
I just read it. I just reading
No,
it.
but that's just notes, so you remember what
Oh. So
you
what's-
usually-
And it was the professor with
Yeah,
the
we'll
wrich. There was a murder, is what I'm trying to
So
tell you.
what
There
should I
was
say?
a
Should
murder.
I say high school student?
I
leaves
would
math
say that there
homework?
was a home invasion. There was a home invasion,
Okay.
and the culprit had evaded the police on foot.
Okay.
And just when he thought he might have gotten away with it entirely, turns out, left his math homework
Okay, you do this.
in the getaway car. No, well, you could.
Okay.
Is that weird? No,
Yeah, no. Ready?
But yeah.
All right,
Just set
this is-
up.
Oh, we cropped that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, this is a crazy one. A high school student involved in a home invasion. Did I ruin it already?
A little bit.
Okay. This just
Make
it.
perfect.
This just in off the press.
So the key is home invasion.
Yeah.
Key is home invasion.
Home invasion.
Yeah.
There was a home invasion. Okay? Boom. And I guess in the getaway car, something was left. You want to guess what was left in the getaway car?
Hilarious.
You do this one.
Hold on. All right.
Do this one. Do
Ju-
this one. Pause doing this one.
Math homework stole a kid, and they know whose house it was. What?
You guys are making me read and think? Like I did not sign up for either one of those.
Hilarious.
What?
I am too. I
Oh,
am too.
you
That's
do it.
hilarious. Yeah.
You go. You do this one. I'll do the next one.
All right. So basically, there was a home invasion. It happens. Things get weird. There was a home invasion. The perp, got away. There was a police chase. The police were after him. They evaded the cops. Got away on foot. Ditched the car. Got away on foot. At this point, you got to figure this home invader probably thinks they got away with it. They're hoping they got away with it. Maybe there's no fingerprints. Maybe he was wearing gloves. He might be all set. He's got the booty. He got what he was after. Jewelry, in this case.
The perfect heist.
He's feeling great. Problem is, dun, dun, dun. He was a high school student, and he left his math homework in the getaway car.
Oh, no.
Oh, he left his backpack with his math book. I guess he didn't add up his steps and plan ahead to subtract one math book from one getaway car, and the sum is he was discovered by police to have been out of school that day. His teachers confirmed he took the day off school.
That's what you get for That's what you get for doing your homework.
Yeah,
Idiot.
So you got to divide one crime by one kid who did it, and the answer is you go to jail, son.
Hey,
you just won jail.
Yeah. By the way, pick one, okay? Be a good student.
Yeah.
Or a criminal. You can't have both.
Yeah, because the problem is if he were a terrible student and didn't bring his books home at all, then he would have been a great home robber because he got away. The problem is he tried to double down and be a good math student and a good home robber. That was his issue. So it was like Goodwill hunting for your jewels.
Oh.
Is what I think this comes down to. Goodwill hunting for a better alibi. Goodwill hunting for my math book.
I think he should get more math homework, by the way.
Wow.
That should be his punishment.
Yeah, well, he's got to add up the number of years in his sentence and then subtract the number of days served while he was in holding.
Yeah.
And I bet he can't even do that.
But what if, to your point, he is the next Goodwill hunting guy?
I hope he's not.
How cool would that be?
Not cool.
He's
for
just
me.
in jail, just fucking solving like mathematical equations. Just fucking. Also avoiding dicks. What else do we have hot off the press?
A local one.
Here's a good one. I'm just gonna tell you a scenario, okay? And you tell me how you feel about this scenario.
Blank canvas. Paint, Arash.
You're a gambler.
Woo!
You like it.
Into it.
Gives you a little rush.
Big time gambler?
You have a plan.
My hardcore?
You're just vending machines.
Oh, okay.
You dabble in the vending machines.
Talking scratchies.
Which, if you think of it, that is the equivalent of slot machines of California.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
machines?
the residential slot.
That's the residential slot.
Okay.
So, you're about to go play.
Yeah.
You're feeling frisky.
Okay.
You got a couple dollars.
Couple bucks.
You're going to play one ticket, but it's
all
worth
in.
$40.
$40 ticket.
For one scratcher.
Wow.
Okay?
We're already in fantasy land.
And you're about to, right? What's insane?
Yeah.
Like, good for this person.
So I put the money in.
You're about to you put the money in.
It's ready to roll.
It's ready to go.
What do I pick?
You're about to push the one you want.
Uh-huh.
And you get bumped.
What?
Someone bumps you.
What happens? What do you mean?
And you hit the wrong one.
What?
Yeah.
And it goes through?
You press the wrong one, it comes out. Something comes out.
Okay.
That you were not expecting.
Okay. Different ticket.
What's your next move? Do you keep it? Do you return it?
Well, you're going to be a little pissed.
But do you scratch it? Or do you...
Yeah, you got to know.
Because it wasn't the $40 one you wanted.
Yeah, but every gambler, every lottery player believes in like that weird twist of fate. You're going to scratch it. Worst case to me.
Too.
Worst case, I'm going to scratch it.
I scratch it like it's an itch. So she gets bumped, gets the wrong ticket. She scratches it.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and guess how much she wins.
She won.
She wins. How much, though?
Well, a $40 ticket would probably get you 10 grand.
Okay.
More. I bet. No, 40's a lot. 50 grand.
50 grand? $10 million! $10 million! She won $10 million, bro. Good for her. Accidentally.
You can win $10 million on a scratch
and
ticket?
she was about to press, and she got bumped and went like this.
I feel like an old man who still is like mad that bread doesn't cost a nickel anymore. I didn't know you could win $10 million.
I didn't know lotto tickets were $40.
Dude, are we from the Depression?
We are.
How much ketchup soup can you buy with $10 million on a scratch ticket
for
they paid
her.
for it? So what happened? So she decided obviously she's gonna keep it. That's like divine intervention.
Yes.
It's like what was that movie? Final
Final
Destination,
Destination.
but the positive one. So Final Deposit. How about that? Final Deposit.
Good karma destination.
Yeah. And so now the person, did we say earlier the person who bumped her, did I hear it was rudely? Was that meant?
Yeah.
Rudely
Bumped her.
So even
Wow.
like when life decides to just nudge you in a better direction, to look out for you than you know how to do for yourself, it still does it in a dick manner. How weird is that? Even when life looks out for you, it still shoves you like a prick. It couldn't be like a nice person who's like, oh dear, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, my walker slipped and I bumped you. You know, like a kind person. No, it's like,
No.
come on. This brings me to a question though. I've always wondered. I've really thought about this. Say you're home. You got the lottery ticket.
Okay.
And you see the numbers come up and you're like, oh my God, I just won.
Yeah.
I just won like 70, 80 million dollars.
I'm not sleeping till I cash that bitch in.
Well, what I'm wondering is, who can you call?
No one.
No one.
No one. Just your mom.
Only that ticket. That's it. You have no other proof in the world that it's yours.
Immediate family.
You can't even call the cops for like an escort. You know what I mean? Because they might whack you out. Cops will, some weird ones out there. So that's got to be a funky spot. Like you joked that she put the thing against his window. If that thing blew out of her hand, she'd lose $10 million.
Yeah.
If she goes, if some guy mugs her, sees that she gets excited and mugs her, he gets $10 million.
10 million. I have a funny story of a lotto ticket. Story. This is 100% true.
Of a man named Brady.
Your hero. That's your hero.
Dude, if Tom Brady wins one more ring, he'd have as many rings as the Brady Bunch had, right?
That's
Isn't
funny.
it? Wasn't it 3 kids?
And then you can do an intro.
Oh my
Then
God!
you can create that scene.
He
for
could
him.
do it right now. You know what? We should do that. That shit would be
could make
dope.
that.
You put him in the middle. Da-na-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Of a man named Brady.
Right.
And
Who
you would
had
have
6 shiny little rings.
Oh, he needs
Right?
one more.
Okay.
All right, anyway, sorry.
Okay, so I had a buddy of mine. I showed up to a party once, and everyone like I should have known better, but we're drinking, and they're like, "Hey, we bought lotto tickets. Everybody, here's a scratch." Like he handed everybody his ticket, right? And then they're waiting for me to scratch mine, and I don't know why, right? I was like, "Cause I'm not into that stuff." I'm like, "Whatever, I'll just give mine away." I'm like, "No, you gotta scratch it." I was still not thinking, so I scratched it. $50,000. I won $50,000. Okay. Now check this out.
Wait, you tried to give the ticket back?
No. At first I didn't even want to scratch it because like these guys are all like cool, wealthy people, and I'm trying to like fit in.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And
I don't do these things. I'm cool like you guys. You know what I mean? I'm not thirsty for money, even though I'm like.
But they gave you the ticket.
They gave me the ticket. I scratched it. $50,000. Okay.
What did they say?
And they're like, "Oh my God, you won!" Right? And I was like, whatever." I was playing it cool because all these guys are like, they drive Lambos and shit. You know, like that kind of, like super cool people. But so I'm playing it cool. I'm freaking out on the inside, but I'm playing it cool. And then there was like 2 other guys at the table, and I was like, "Oh, all right, I'll give you like 10, and you get 10." I was gonna give them 10 and 10.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
It was a fake lotto ticket. It was like a prank one. And I got so lucky I was playing it cool. But on the inside...
I would have left. I would have left.
Inside,
I would have gone home.
On the inside, I was
around.
shattered. It was I was playing poker, like my best poker I've ever played in my life. I was like, whatever. Oh, it's fake. Who needs this? $50,000.
I would have put it in my pocket, told them my phone was ringing, and I had to go right now.
Yeah,
and they would know why I did it.
It's a true
and
story.
they would know that they punked me, and they found out that I'm not a good friend. I'd be like, "You're not a $50,000 friend."
And no joke, I have one sitting in a drawer right now, a fake one that I will use on somebody one day.
They're gonna say $10,000.
It's probably 50. I'm probably use it on my mom.
My grandmother found all these. She found these old comic books from my uncle in her attic, and she goes, "These are worth money. These are so old." And she meant it. She really meant it. And I got excited. Again, this is when I didn't have a Nintendo yet, and I really wanted one. And I was like, "Wait a minute, Nintendos are $100. There's 4 old from the 60s comics. You think these are worth $25 each? She goes, I'm sure, at least. I said, that's $100. I can get a Nintendo.
Like,
She
if
goes,
my
yeah,
math is
you're going to be
correct."
all set.
You're like, if my math is correct,
They take me down
that's like $1 million.
Dude, and because I'm a kid, I can't just drive down to the comic book store. It takes days before someone's around to take me to a comic book store.
Yeah.
I get down there. I've got him in a manila folder, and I'm all excited. I walk in by myself, and I go in. I was like, yeah, I just want to get a value on these. And I'm just waiting to cash in. And the dude's like, this one is worth 67 cents. This one is worth 83 cents. That one's worth face value. And I'm like, what? These all add up to like $3. I was so furious. I have no income. I don't have a job. I'm any other way to make money.
He's like, this one's worth 45. You're like, yes. Cents.
Oh, kick in the head. I was so mad.
You're like,
I
I'll
still
take it.
have those. I still have those comics.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can't sell.
Yeah.
They might be worth something now. Let's get them
I bet they're worth
evaluated.
less. I bet they're worth
Alex,
less.
you should tell about how you pull your stamps out every 3 months.
Yeah.
You got stamps, kid?
Dude, I got legit stamps.
And
Yeah?
baseball
Yeah.
cards
And
every 3
baseball.
months.
You're a
Every now and then. I'll watch an episode of Pawn Stars, and I'd be like, I'm going. Baby, we going to Vegas.
Are you part of the Philatelic Society? That's what that's called, philately.
Thank you. I was about to Google that.
Philately.
Philately.
Is a lover of
I've
stamps.
Never heard that.
Ooh.
Yes.
I am
Yes.
not part of the society. No.
You would be a philatelist.
philatelist.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
so
to be
let's.
confused with fellatio.
Oh.
All right,
Let's
so what do
move
we
on.
got?
So,
should I throw something out?
Philatelist and fellatio have in common licking.
File. And file. Ooh,
file.
that's where it gets weird.
I'm not handing you notes anymore.
Okay,
next
what's
one
the
is
next?
BLM.
Oh,
Funds for the
Yeah,
I got a good
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
So, got some bad news for the BLM movement.
Oh,
So, it turns out, okay, I want to say allegedly because not all the details are exactly. One of the head honchos of BLM just purchased a property in California for $6 million, okay? $6 million.
Amelie.
And I'm like, so what? They bought a 1-bedroom condo?
Ooh.
I'm like, listen. Let's donate some more and get them to a 2-bedroom condo. Yeah,
Yeah.
can we?
Yeah.
Because Black Lives Matter.
Oh,
okay,
man.
Black Lives Matter, people, and they should at least have a 2-bedroom condo. Because $6 million ain't gonna buy you shit.
But I did also hear that they paid 2.5 times the market value for that home. So Black Lives Matter, but they also pay more if you want to live in the right neighborhood. If the Fresh Prince really wants to move to Bel Air, then he's going to have to bring a whole lot more. Because wasn't it 2.5 times? And it was only 6 days later. So that's what made it especially sketchy.
And it was in Studio City,
In Studio
by
City.
the way, not Bel Air.
So for one, the $6 million was funds that were donated for the betterment of the BLM cause. So it was embezzlement. So $6 million was embezzled funds, and then the home was originally sold for like $3 million and then bought for $5.5.
yeah,
6
weird.
days later.
There's a lot of there's a lot of allegedlys. I'm just like $6 million buys you nothing.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I say we donate more and get them something nicer.
In New
Okay?
Hampshire, you'd get a
'Cause-
helipad. You'd have like horses and stuff for $6
Yeah,
million.
$6 million.
I bet I could find you a house that doesn't include parking for $6 million.
Oh,
I bet I could
100%.
in the hills. I bet you could.
For sure. Okay, what's the next one?
All right, so we got some over here. Hold on, let me jump on a little something here. There was a. All right, so LA is very upset. The LA officials are very upset about the Florida Don't Say Gay bill that was passed. And in retaliation, the LA City Council had said no city officials, no county officials are allowed to fly to Florida because they're angry about the Don't Say Gay bill. And apparently some of it had to do with they didn't want city funds to be spent on to even go into that state. But also, we'll just point out, these are still free citizens. Off duty, they're allowed to fly to Florida. But the penalty is if you go at all, everyone and all of your peers have to call you straight from now on. They're like, oh my God, you went to Florida? That's so straight. That's the straightest thing I've ever heard. Ew, you went to Florida? That is so straight. Hey, did you hear about Chris? He said that dude's straight. That dude is so straight. He went to Florida. Yeah.
Florida, that's so funny.
I don't know if there's any other word you thought I was switching that would have sounded in the same tune, but we don't say it.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like,
Which I'm for the bill for whatever it's worth. I think the bill was great.
So the bill basically says if your kid comes out to the teachers,
then the teachers
Then
are
the
allowed to
teachers
tell the
should tell
parents.
parents.
If your kids, if they're below the 4th grade, 3rd
But-
grade and
but
under.
hold on. I used to be for it
Uh-huh.
till a mother, because I don't have kids. You don't have kids.
Yeah, no.
We're not the best. And
Got some in
by
my
the
trunk.
Way,
What?
And by the way, that's the universe doesn't want us to have kids.
Yeah.
I
No one's
have a
bumped
bit.
us. No
Right.
one's bumped us at that time when we're trying to decide if we should pull out our $40.
Right.
Or
No.
leave it in. No one's come by and bumped us when we're pushing or not. Yeah. Anyway,
white shoulder
do
guy.
what you want with that.
Yeah. I'm like, what's he doing in the bedroom? This white shoulder
minute.
person.
Big John Lincoln.
So here's the thing. My friend said the reason why it's a bad idea, and I went, huh,
Oh.
is because some parents
Or gay.
are Florida. They think like Florida.
Uh-huh.
Some parents are gonna try to like either discriminate against their kids, try to like send them to church, whatever like closed-minded parents that find out their kid's gay might try to do. You know, like shock therapy. Like who knows? But the
Shock that. That's right. You're right.
I'm
There
just
are a
saying,
lot of
there are
parents
some
who
parents-
might stick their kids' fingers in
You-
light
but-
sockets because they found out Timmy's gay when he's 6.
Listen,
Dude, this bill's for 3rd grade
you
and
don't
under.
you don't think that there are parents like that out there? Come on, you're
I
delusional
think-
if you don't think there's parents
Alright.
out there that are like, oh, my kid's not gay. I'm gonna try to fix him or however. So it's for the kid's protection,
Right.
and the
Right.
kid is afraid to tell their parents, so the kid confides
Yeah.
to the teacher.
Yeah.
Right?
Here's the thing.
that makes sense though.
First, I have one word in response to what you said, and
Yeah.
it is ratio. What is the ratio of kids whose parents would electrically shock therapy them out of being gay at home
I'm gonna tell you
in
something.
grades 3?
I'm gonna tell you something.
How many?
I'm gonna tell you something.
What are you gonna tell me?
It only takes one.
I don't think so.
It only takes
think,
one.
I think one to save the many is fine. I don't see it happening.
I disagree.
Well, I don't want it to happen.
Because I'm a
but
good person.
Here's the problem. Because I'll tell you what. I've always said this. I'm with... All gays will tell you, oh, you can't make a kid gay by raising him wrong or like playing with him
Facts.
football or whatever. Sure, and I agree with that. You could make a straight kid think he's gay. You could do that.
Can you?
Absolutely.
What do you know?
Oh,
is this personal experience?
Oh, actually, as of yesterday, I was having a conversation. My former sister, we don't talk anymore, but she lives down in Mexico. In Oaxaca, Mexico, they have this thing called a muxi. A muxi, and what it is?
Moxie.
No.
The word you're looking for is
no,
moxie.
no. It's spelled like a mushi, but SH used to be pronounced
Oh
with
yeah,
an X.
the Chinese ice cream.
No, fool. So what it is?
Muxis.
Apparently, down in Mexico,
Delicious. I love those.
what they do is they raise one of their sons as effeminate. I would say basically as a woman, so that he can become the caretaker of the parents when they're old. I don't know why he can't do that as a man. Apparently the men in their culture grow up to become drunken savages of their own terms. That's what they say. And so for that reason, they take one of their sons, raise him as a girl in women's clothes, makeup, skinny, the whole nine, and convince this person to become...
But he still has
they
sex
call
with
it
women.
the third gender. No, some do. A lot don't because they've been raised as a woman. So I will tell. If there's
Not a bad life. No manual labor.
Don't say Mooksy. That's the new bill.
No manual
that we're gonna
labor.
pass.
All the ice cream you can eat.
Mochi
Sounds delicious.
I like mochi.
Sounds
I never understood it though.
mochi.
Like that bean surrounding. It's weird.
It's
I think.
delicious, bro. You got the thing is, it's all about how you eat. It's like sushi.
Yeah.
You just pop. I like to, just like George Costanza eats his Snickers with a knife and a fork. I like to eat my
I could do that.
Mooksy with chopsticks because I'm classy. I do.
We
this.
went all off the rails, but I think we left something for people to comment.
Okay.
You guys, if so, the
Yeah.
one
Oh,
person who's
one and a
watching,
half.
whichever one of our relatives is watching this for us, if you want to comment down below, and
Mom.
let us know. Are you for or against the? I did for or against. It's actually
Yeah.
for or against.
And if
the
you're gonna
Don't
go
Say
for
Gay
and
bill.
against, remember, anti-gay bill.
Yeah.
And
And I turned to BLM.
angel, human, lovable minority.
Yeah. Real world, down to earth. We can kick it, smoke a button.
It's so hard being a white guy right now.
I love it.
It's so hard.
You know what?
Oh, speaking of white guy, we got
Speaking of white guy,
we got you something.
You saw one? You saw a white guy?
We got you something. Yeah, white guy. You. We got you something.
Uh-oh.
I'm
scared.
So.
Wait, should we get into...
So, guys.
Oh!
It's Paul's birthday today.
Get the hell out
and
of
we got
here.
him a little cake.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and listen, let me talk for a minute. Let me talk. Stop interrupting me. I got you a green cake because I know you're Irish. It's green because, you know.
Oreo?
And I know you're from Boston as well.
Yeah, that's where the green comes from.
Irish guy from Boston. Of course I'm going to get him a green cake. You're just going with it.
Well, I'm from New Hampshire, but it's right next door.
It's not the same. And you're not Irish.
No, I'm not Irish. No.
But I always think all white people are Irish.
Is that
with
what
your shade. Your shade of white guy.
Yeah.
There's different shades to
I'm
white people.
Irish white.
You know how black people have different shades, Middle Easterns have different shades? White people have different
shades.
White people have different shades too. We never talk about all the different shades of white people.
Yeah, we don't.
There's
pink.
There's pink.
Yeah, no one talks about pink ones.
Let's go through them real quick. There's pink. Mm-hmm. There's vanilla. There's translucent. Mm-hmm. There's soy.
Blue.
Soy.
Oh.
There's blue.
Mm-hmm.
Translucent.
Translucent.
That's the real
That's
rich
not
ones.
a trans joke. we like trans, just not translucent.
And then if you guys want to pause really quick, check your mouth because you guys are...
What's the next one?
Next one is we got to cover real quick the sex cult. I don't know if you guys heard about this. There was a sex cult apparently related to Sarah Lawrence College. The guy who was accused, I forget his name, Ray something. He was convicted on all counts. Now, which is great because it sounds like this dude was a Class A creep. Here's the thing though. I will say, and I'm not defending anything he did, anything at all, but they said that the whole thing began when his daughter lived in freshman dorms at college at Sarah Lawrence.
I can't take you serious.
I know, the green tongue.
Your fucking lips and shit.
He moved in.
Okay.
The father moved into the dorms. How did a grown man in his 40s or 50s move into a women's dorm at a college? How? And once he moved in, then he started to tell folklore. He started to tell wild stories to these girls to sound like a really interesting. He said he was a soldier overseas. He went on these intense missions and involved with like the CIA and drug lords. He was a tall tale teller. And they bought into it. And this guy
fucked.
Yeah, initially he kind of had a great thing going. These girls are of age, like they're not women, but they're over 18, and he's just a creeper, but he's pulling it down. And if he had just stopped there, he would have been a creepy guy with a wild fantasy, and it would have worked. But he went on to some very horrible things. His
like what?
Well, that he started prostituting these women out. He prostituted one of the women out. One girl. He prostituted her out, and she had to bring back the money to him for 5 years. $2.5 million. This guy has the ability to convince people to pay $2.5 million to sleep with this girl who's not like a fashion supermodel, whatever.
How do you know?
He should be, because I read the article. Anyway, so the sex cult guy, he goes down. Before it was them going down, and now he goes down. And then what do you got?
So there's a novelist. She was not a novelist. She was a true novelist. It's like she wrote.
Yeah.
She was, the what do they like to say? The prose. She was one with the prose.
Okay. She was a pro at
She
prose.
was pro at the prose.
Whoa.
Right?
What's her name? Rose.
She wrote a bunch of novels. Okay. But she didn't get attention till her husband died.
Ooh.
But guess what happened?
What happened?
They decided to investigate.
Okay.
Turns out she wrote an article. How to kill your husband.
Dun, dun, dun.
She was like, how to kill your husband. And it's like the OJ book. If I did it.
Now.
Or whatever the OJ book was like. Sandy, was it with the same method?
I don't know.
They're investigating.
But nonetheless,
like, come on.
It's pretty sketchy from the top.
And I have a thing, like, I have a joke that I talk about, a bit that I do about Sandy, my girlfriend. Because the thing is, I believe Sandy. That. I believe this. I believe in that if you watch something enough, you're eventually going to, like, be influenced by it. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that kids that play war games are going to go shoot stuff. No. But, like, the joke I say is I go, you know, my girlfriend, she watches nothing but true crime.
Yeah.
You know? Her favorite show is Snapped. Okay?
Right.
And if you know anything about Snapped is nothing but a masterclass on how to kill your spouse. Yeah. Okay? That's all it is.
One day she's going to snap.
Yeah. They watch this show. It's like, she did this. You don't do that. You don't get caught. Right? Because she did this and got caught. She would have almost got away with it if she just didn't do this. I'm watching Sandy. Sandy's like watching Snapped, like just taking notes.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know, why is she taking notes?
Yeah,
right?
She added it to like your watch list.
And she's literally watched Snapped all of the seasons. Over and over, multiple times, the entire season. Multiple times. And I'm thinking like...
What's your life insurance?
Right? Because the thing is, I started doing comedy after I watched 3 episodes of Mrs. Maisel. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, for sure she's going to kill me. She's curious, right? She's going to be like, eventually, like, see her, like, formula of getting away with it. You just got to keep an eye on her.
See,
I just got to keep an eye on her.
I used to watch, there was a murder show I used to watch a few years ago. This guy was being tried for the murder of his wife. And he was in tough shape in this murder because he shot her with a crossbow in the garage.
Oh.
Yes, now, that's pretty sketchy. But he tried to say it was an accident, which I guess it could be. There's a lot of, suspense and propulsion there. Here's the problem.
Video.
He accidentally shot her with a crossbow a year before.
Oh.
Yeah, in the garage. And she lived.
Oh.
You don't accidentally shoot your wife with a crossbow twice. And she dies the second time.
But he might be a moron.
He clearly is a moron. He should have been cleaning a gun. What an idiot. He should have been cleaning his baseball bat. Anything else. Anything but a crossbow. What kind of an idiot? Come on, dude. Like, I'm sure she called an ambulance. They showed up. There was record of this. I'm going to go into diabetic shock. After
you ate a lot.
Oh, my God.
Okay, what's the next one?
I don't know. You picked up my note.
Ooh, I got one.
Okay.
3 people found dead in a house in Irvine.
The next one.
Oh.
Coroner says they've been decomposing for at least a year.
1 year?
A year. All 3 have been decomposing for a year. So that means...
that they had... I know why.
Why?
I know what happened.
Why? What happened?
So rumor has it...
Oh, rumor has it.
Right before the killing happened. Right before however they died. I don't know yet. The rumor has it that they just ordered a giant family pack size of Febreze wall air fresheners, and they installed them. Those things work. If that's not an ad for Febreze deodorizers, dude, I don't know what is.
And fair point, because you're right.
That was so stupid. You lost track of yours.
Imagine Febreze came out with an ad. Imagine they came out with an ad like, "Oh, Febreze, you can open it up and then die, and no one will know for a year." Like, and that's a guarantee. Otherwise, you can bring it back. Just save your receipt and come back to life. Yeah. So
this just in: Febreze stocks skyrocketed.
We stand behind our product, even if you can't stand anymore. We will lay down the greatest guarantee if you lay down your life. Proven. Guaranteed. Has to be the original purchase of the product.
Febreze. Till death you do us part.
Yeah, actual dead person must return the product. In person. Roll the old bones down here, as they say in Ferris Bueller. A couple things that...
Can I just say, rest in peace to these people. This is horrific. We're joking.
I don't even say that shit.
I want to apologize.
Who cares?
But it's been a year.
Yeah! Not too soon. Not too soon. Not too soon. But I want to point out, one, how boring does your life have to be? Nobody cared for a whole year. And it was 2 parents and their adult son. They believe it was a murder-suicide. Oh. So probably, I'm guessing the son shot his parents, killed himself. No one, awful. These people's lives they were so uneventful that for an entire year, nobody felt close enough to them to be concerned until a year in, somebody who had called a couple times, didn't get a call back, called into the local police in Irvine for a service check. What do they call that? A courtesy call?
Yeah.
Welfare check. A welfare call? It's not a check. Anyway, so how boring your life is.
Yeah.
2, how rich do you have to be that everything, that all your payments are on direct payment, direct withdrawal, direct deposit, whatever, and nothing goes upside down? Dude, your lease payments don't go belly up, your mortgage payment doesn't have a problem, and it was a nice looking house. These people were loaded.
You said they think the kid killed the parents and they killed himself?
Yeah, it was a murder-suicide.
So you know what that teaches me? Not to have children.
Oh, I thought you meant to kill them.
No, not to have children.
Oh, yeah.
Look how good their life was.
If you do.
And by the way, I just want you to know, you said it was a nice house.
Beautiful house.
Okay.
I saw like a cool
you know how much nicer that house would have been if they didn't have a kid?
Oh, there would have been a whole extra floor.
Oh, a whole extra, like, zip code, probably.
And you know what would have happened with that floor? They'd be up there right now. They'd be alive. They'd be alive.
Oh,
yeah, because their kid wouldn't have killed them.
It sucks. But yeah, listen, people.
Think here.
Twice before you have children.
Yeah.
Because remember this about your kids, okay? They are
wanting to kill you.
No, well, sure, but they are a version of yourself. And are you really that great?
So would Freud say their child killing them was a manifestation of them wanting to kill themselves?
Well, I feel like
they raised him in their ilk.
Yeah.
And he picked up on it.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. It's twisted. It's weird.
Sad.
But it's just so bizarre. It's really bizarre. And I'm sick from that cake, by the way. Very kind of you guys to give me cake.
I would. Yeah, that cake is from Erewhon. $95.
Stop it! It's $7,000 for a cake from Erewhon.
$90,000. We took out a mortgage.
Yeah. I would hope you just stole it.
Yeah. So my whole thing is like, there's a bunch of people just hoping to get a good deal on that house right now. The real estate market is crazy right now. I heard BLM might pay
top dollar
$1.9 million for the house right now.
They'll pay 2.5 times over.
Yeah,
Dude,
I heard BLM's interested.
The real estate market is twisted because my grandmother recently passed. She was a fantastic woman in New Hampshire.
Rest in peace.
My aunt, I spoke with my aunt. My aunt said it's really twisted. The sharks are circling because now, the house is empty. And she's getting a lot of like random, hey, just wanted to check in, see if any homes in the area were looking for, say, if anyone in the area was looking. They don't want to outright. They saw the obits. These realtors read the obits.
Genius.
I work in real estate. I don't read the obits.
Maybe you should.
It's the ones who have deals with like divorce attorneys. The ones who, oh my God. At least that's a little more, sanctimonious, I suppose. Because then the guy can tell you, hey, I can get you, a good guy, help you. But anyway, tell me this. I was going to say we could be obit writers. I thought.
You write mine, I write yours?
Okay. Dude, well, we could do it as a service for others. Because I thought, there are a lot of people who do headshots in LA. Tons of people who do headshots. And they kind of look the same. After a while, they all look alike. But what nobody's doing is pre-planned after-death shots. Because, listen, you got to plan ahead and you got to recognize there's a chance you could go early. You could go in a car accident.
Nobody wants a photo of themselves when they're dead.
No, exactly. Because what happens when you die
alive,
early...
but you pose like you're dead?
No. Hear me out. When you die, when somebody dies early... then what happens is the family has to dig around and find like your best photo. It wasn't the picture you would have chosen. Be real. It's a picture from your Facebook, a picture from your Instagram. And it's going to be some bullshit pic that they throw up in your memoriam. Yeah. So I'm saying you get ahead of it. You invest now for $1.50, maybe $200. You do a photo session for 40 minutes and you can have a backdrop where you're like running out of a building that's on fire and you have a baby that you just saved and you have like the black smoke on your face and you're like, oh, you're saving somebody. You're like lifting up a car.
What? You're just like in a Heisman pose?
Yeah, with a baby? Doing something awesome. You're doing something wicked cool. You're holding up a fish you didn't really catch. This way here, if you ever die, then the family has a photo ready
Yes.
that you can just plug in and make you look awesome after you're dead.
Well,
Sounds like he was getting jiggy with it.
did we wrap up another one?
I think we did. Do we have anything? Yeah.
Should we stop and do this all over again, just way faster?
Oh my God! Let's just pretend it didn't work. So I know. Chucky, can you yawn too, buddy?
It's your birthday.
I'm yawning because you guys gave me all this cake.
I
Holy
know.
cow!
We're just trying to support your cameo, and we're just trying to get you more.
Yeah, we're trying to.
I did a cameo tonight for $7.50, and cameo takes like I don't know a third. I think I made $5 pre-tax.
Leave it 600, right?
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
it was, don't worry, it's never gonna hit $600. But,
Wow.
so I get to keep the whole Finsky, son. What?
All right. Well, it's been fun.
Been fun.
Happy birthday.
Been real. Thank you.
Yeah.
April 4th.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Peace out.